Good morning. As you can see, I'm not hunting today, so I wanted to get on here and just explain a little bit what's going on. Um, Let me know if my audio's good, video's good before we start and get into it. And then we're going to talk about some hunting uh, coming up here. So we're just going to wait a little bit until some people get in the chat before I tell the story and give you the reasons why we're not going to Ohio this morning. So we'll see if anybody's in here. We got one person in here, I think. Two people in here. We're going to see about, let me put this over here so I could see the chat and everything. So, hey, Jason, what's up, buddy? So, yeah, we got, canceled our Ohio trip this morning for some unfortunate news. So I'm here to explain to the people. I won't get into much detail with it right now, but it's unfortunate news. So I wanted to let the people know. You know, like I said, I try to let you guys know everything. Is the just to be, let you know what we're doing here at Off the Hook Outdoors. Everything that we do, try to bring you everything as much as I can anyway, and be respectful. Hey, P&B, what's up, Paul? Thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, we're just gonna wait a little bit for some more people to get in. Is my Jason? Is my audio okay and video good, bud? I went vertical. I didn't mean to go vertical again. I wanted to do a studio, but once you make it, you can't go back unless you erase it. And I really didn't feel like erasing everything and doing it over again. So both good. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure we're good. It's all good. Thanks, Paul. Thank you, guys. We got 5 people in here. So if you get a chance, hit that like button, please. Share it out if you'd like. But yeah, it's a nice morning out. Weather's nice, getting cooler. Uh, so yeah, it's just about go time for me for hunting. I will be hunting this evening in PA. I'm not hunting Ohio this weekend. I was planning on going down to Ohio this morning, but we got some unfortunate news, so I will be explaining that in a bit here. And I don't know all the details as of now, so I won't get into it with detail today. But out of respect for everything, I just want to give you, a quick update of what's going on. So, yeah, so it's unfortunate news. Be gravy. How are you, buddy? Dan the Man, I do turkey hunt. If you go over to my videos, I had a really good turkey hunt last year with my son. He actually had 3 chances. He had 3 chances at 3 different turkey last year out of our blind and our food plots down at camp. So Dan the Man, hit that subscribe. Go over to my channel and check out the turkey hunt from last year with me and my son. You'll enjoy it for sure. Come on, B Gravy. Not today, brother. You'll get whacked here in a second. I mean, it's just stupid. We're gonna get rid of him. We're gonna put him like, yeah, we're gonna put him for 24. But yeah, Dan, the man, thank you for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you. V Gravy. Goof. But anyway. Oh, that's awesome, buddy. That's awesome. Send me some pics, man. Email me some pictures of the calls, man. I'd be interested in maybe buying one off you guys. My buddy makes some slate calls and glass calls right now. He just got into it this year. Rusted Iron Ridge, and he uh, he makes some really nice ones. He made a nice call for my son with a picture of me, my father, and my son in it on the slate, the glass slate. It's really nice. So yeah, I'd be interested in doing a getting one. Omar, me and my grandpa do hunting, and my dad. Nice, Omar. Thank you for coming in, buddy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you coming in. Just waiting. Yeah, deer meat is good for sure. My son shot a his biggest buck last Saturday. I have a video out on that right now, Omar. So if you go check it out, hit the subscribe button, buddy. Go over, check out my videos, and you can look at my son, watch my son shoot his biggest buck ever last Saturday. It's on there now. I upload videos every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, so that's what he's doing. He said we do it usually like once a month. Once a month, that's cool, man. As long as you get out there and do it, you know. But Dan the man, I'd be interested in the box calls. Go to my description of my videos and you can email me some pictures or some info, and I'd be happy to take a look at them and possibly order one. Got my new hat on tonight. Matches my camo, my Sitka gear, or pretty close to it. So I got the new. Thanks, Omar. I appreciate you, buddy. Really do. So we're just going to wait a little bit longer, get some more people in here before I start telling the story of why we didn't go to Ohio, why we canceled our trip today. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you, buddy. Hinge95, hello from South Africa. What rifles do you have? I have Rugers and I have Brownings. I have a Ruger 243. I have a Browning 300 Win Mag. I have a few shotguns, pistols, and things like that. I'm not the gun guy in the family. My father is. He owns many guns. I'm more of a bow, stick and string guy. I'm more of a bow and crossbow guy for hunting. I have a few guns, but the 243 to the 300 Win Mag covers just about everything. So that's the two rifles that I have right now, plus shotguns and some all kinds of different pistols. But my dad is the gun guy. My dad has a bunch of them. So thanks for coming in, Hinge. I appreciate you, buddy. Please consider doing that. Just subscribe. Dan, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you subscribing, man. Thank you. It means a lot. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, get over to the videos. Check them out. Give me a comment. We try to answer the comments within a day or two. Muhammad, do you have kids? I do have kids. Yes, I do. I have a daughter and a son. Greetings from India. Hey, Dev69. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. But we are talking about why my Ohio trip, we canceled it this morning. So, but yeah, I got the kids. I'm going to take Theo out today. We got to get his hair cut. So I figured if I'm not in Ohio, I got to get some stuff done. So Theo and I are going to take a trip out, get his hair cut, get my hair cut. And then I'm going to get in the woods this evening here in PA by the house. Because it's going to be a nice evening. So that's that. So I'm just gonna start with the story now. It's been about 8 minutes or so. So if people are coming in, they can catch up again. Go back and rewatch it or whatever. So yeah. So this weekend was planned to do my first sit of the 2024 Ohio Deer Trail. If you follow me or if you just started following me, I have a 2024 PA Deer Trail that I do all my hunts in PA. I have a series on my channel for that. And then also I have a series for my Ohio hunts. And that is the Ohio Deer Trail, the 2024 Deer Trail. Well, we were planning on going down this weekend to do our first sit in Ohio and cut a video. But I got a phone call yesterday from my buddy Bob. Thank you, Muhammad. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. I'd like to think I am a nice guy. But thank you. I appreciate that. So yesterday I was at work and I got a phone call from Bob. I called, he went hunting yesterday. Bob is my best friend that I have out. And he has a place in Ohio that he built a couple years ago. And we used to hunt together. I mean, we've been hunting together for over 30 years. That's my hunting partner. We go hunting all the time together. And he showed me a lot, growing up and everything. He's older than me, and he showed me some, he just pushes me to be a better hunter, and I learned a lot from Bob and his family, good friends of ours. And so his father isn't doing real good. Hey, Dev69, thank you very much. His father wasn't doing well, and so I talked to him yesterday evening, and I guess his father, they found him. He was sitting there, and I guess he either was choking or something like that, and he actually passed out. He was losing air, and so the ambulance was called, and they came to the house, and Bob's mom called, and she's watching over him, and it's fairly hard for her, to do that by herself, and so found him not breathing, and they called the ambulance, and the ambulance came over and revived him and took him to the hospital. Well, I talked to Bob last night after his hunt, and his hunt was cut short last night because of the news. Rightfully so, he got down, and he called me and he said, "Hey, my dad's in the hospital," and he told me the situation. I said, "Okay, do you want me to just, we'll just pack? I just won't come down this weekend just in case." And he's like, "No, he's in the hospital now. He's in the care of the doctors right now. So come down, and we'll still go hunting until they find out what's going on." And then this morning, I was packing the car. I came home last night and got everything ready. And this morning, I got up about 8 o'clock, and because I wasn't hunting this morning, I was going to go down this afternoon, and we were going to hunt this evening, and then tomorrow morning, and then come home. Just a short hunt. Usually, when we go to Ohio, we hunt a few days, but this, I just wanted to get the first sit in and cut a video. So I was packing the truck this morning, and or the car this morning because I don't have my truck yet. That's another issue situation. But so I got a phone call. My phone rang, and I seen it was Bob. So it was either bad news or it was he shot at his target buck this morning, and it turned out to be bad news that his father was on life support, and they don't think he's going to make it throughout the day. So right, so that was our trip, right there. And I said, yeah, absolutely. If you need anything, call me. So they were packing up down there, and they were heading up to his house, which is in Johnstown. It's about a 4 hour drive from Ohio, 3 hour drive from Ohio. So they were packing up. So, uh, that's, you got to do what you got to do. It's just unfortunate news. Uh, so, uh, so his dad's probably not going to make it through the day. And that's pretty hard. I'm sure it's hard for him. I mean, his dad was. It wasn't. It's never planned. You know what I mean, for that to happen. But the situation. I mean, his dad was in pretty bad shape. Hey Jack, thanks for coming in. And they were trying to get him in a home, and trying to take care of him. And it's just unfortunate that happened. But I think he lost the too much oxygen. When he was either choking or something like that, but I don't know the details. But I don't really want to get into too many more details with that because out of respect for Bob and his family, I don't know exactly what's going on yet. But he called me and he was pretty shook up, and he said, I don't think my dad's going to last today. They don't think so. So they're going up to get information. I guess he's on the ventilator right now, and it's not looking good. So that's why our trip was canceled today, and rightfully so. Like it's just unfortunate. So I just told him, hey buddy, if you need anything from me, just call me and I'm there. So I'm just waiting to hear back from him whenever he finds out all the information and stuff like that. So so prayers, send prayers to Bob and his family, his dad, Mr. Kish, Mrs. Kish, and all their family members, please. Hey, good morning, Glacier. Just send your prayer, say a prayer, and it's been kind of crazy lately. God's been working, and He's been hitting my life a little bit lately. You know what I mean? Just it's crazy, but you never want that to happen. There's a point in your life where you get everything given to you in your life, and then there's a point where things start getting taken away from you. And hey, Jason, and that's unfortunate, but that's just life. You know what I mean? It's That's how it works. You know, it's just, we're gonna lose things as we get older, and yeah, it's I've known Bob for years, for 40 some years probably, uh, and we've been really close friends, and I consider him my best friend. Now, like we've grown to be just best buds, and it's very hard to watch him, and his family go through that. And I know Mr. Kish. I mean, I grew up when Bob was taking me hunting, and I was hunting with Bob. We would go to West Virginia in the mountains, go up to his house, Mr. Kish's house, and everything. And his dad was a game board or fish commission. He worked for them, so Bob grew up around that stuff all his life. And yeah, so that's the reason why we canceled our trip today, and rightfully so, and just unfortunate. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Yeah, for sure. And it's been tough. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm sending all my prayers to him. So that's what's going on in my life right now. And Bob's going through a tough time. So please pray for him and his family. SYN, thanks for coming in. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. So I wanted to let you guys know that, and that's why I got on this morning and talk about my dad passed away last week from a cardiac arrest while he was hunting. He was too far from a hospital to get help. I'm sorry for that, man. Thank you. Yeah, and like I said, Bob, send the prayers to Bob's family. But yeah, it's unfortunate for sure. So thanks, Jason. Appreciate that. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably be hunting this evening. In my house, like in my place here in PA, we're not gonna be going to Ohio, obviously. So we're gonna hunt this evening. I'm taking my kids out, and that's just the thing. Like, just the people that you love, just hang out with them. Spend time with them. Because you never know what's gonna happen. So definitely, you know, call your parents and spend time with your kids, your family. Because, like I said, you never know when that gets taken from you. When that's gonna happen. So make the best of every day. Don't count the days, make the days count. And that was from a girl. That was from my daughter's friend who passed away in that car crash last year. September 20th was a year, and she said that was a quote that she said, and they do promote that. Don't count the days, make the days count. So hey, Billy Bright, thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate you. So yeah, so that's the reason why we're not going to Ohio. So so on a brighter note, who's hunting, who's fishing, what's going on? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Everything's okay, about as good as it can be. So yeah, so hunting today, this evening. Gonna get out there. I'm gonna probably get out there a little early. I'm probably thinking 3:30 ish. I'm gonna try to get out. Uh, I was gonna do a live from Ohio this evening, but we may do a live from my tree stand today in PA. So if you guys are around, please stop in if I do one. Uh, we're gonna get it rolling. Hunting season is about kicked off for me. I mean, it's getting cooler out in the mornings. The bucks are starting to move in the mornings. I'm seeing a lot of pictures and videos on TV and YouTube and stuff that people are starting to see some bucks moving in the morning. Now you get that October Thank you, Dean. You get that October. Everybody tells you not to hunt mornings in October, and that got into my head. I did do a live yesterday, and I was talking about it a little bit, but I want to get some people on my live studio style here and talk about stuff like that soon. I like to do the vertical lives because it's a little more up close and personal. So I figured that this news and stuff like that, I wanted to get it to you guys. I did it in this vertical because my horizontal, I didn't turn it the right way or something, but I made the live and I didn't feel like going back and redoing it. So that's why we're vertical today. And I wanted to reach some more people because vertical, you can get it out there and reach some more people that way. But yeah, we're going to be going hunting this evening, possibly doing a live from my tree stand. Um, I have my doe license, so we will see if I'm going to take a doe or not tonight. The bucks are moving. Evenings are a better hunt right now, but the October mornings are starting to get better. They do, like I said, they were saying, you don't want to hunt October mornings because of the bucks aren't moving real well, and you can get in there and spook them out of their areas because you're going in the mornings and the bucks are moving already back to their beds, so they're already in there around your stands. I hunt a transition zone, so I think I'm okay where I hunt. But we're gonna go out this morning, see or this evening, see what happens, and possibly take a doe. Um, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll shoot a buck this evening in PA and be done in PA. My son's done already. XLNC, thank you, buddy. Appreciate ya. XLNC Outdoors. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. You guys hit that like button if you haven't. Go over to my channel. Please consider subscribing as well. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. But yeah, unfortunate news today. So send your prayers to Bob and his family. Um, Ray's Outdoors. What's up, Ray? My scouting was good. Um, I'm not seeing any big bucks on camera yet. I had a nice 10 point that I want to go after. That was September 21st. He was on my camera, and I haven't gotten back on my camera in Ohio since then. So I think the bucks are either transitioning or doing something. Subscribe, praying for y'all. God bless. Thank you, John Bone. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. So Ray, yeah, my scouting's okay. The bucks are hitting my scrapes. My Jinx 'em scent scrapes are working really well. I went down Thursday. I did one of those rocket runs. I ran down to Ohio in the morning, and I dumped out some food. I've refreshed my scrape, and I had a picture of a coyote peeing right in the scrape. So the coyotes are running around down there. So if I see one of them, I'm gonna pop one of them. Yes, you did, Ray. I see that. That's cool. So I got my camera pictures back. I had 3 smaller bucks work in the area. I had those same 3 that were working my scrape because if I'm looking out of my stand straight out, my scrape is like probably at 1 o'clock from me, about 25 to 30 yards away, and then I have my bait pile and my minerals and stuff 25 yards to my left at about 10 o'clock. So I have that, and I have that stand set up for the west wind. So when the wind's blowing from the west, it's taking my scent away from that area. So that's how I set it up. So when I went down to Ohio on Thursday, I did that. I put in my crossbow holder, put in my strings. I don't really get political in Blom. I blame ugly. I don't really want to talk about it, but you know what's going on these days. So I really don't really get political on here. So, but yeah, I set up my stand for a west wind. It's a dominant wind down there, so we try to set up our stands for west winds. I have another one above that, uh, more towards the bedding area. So that's more of a easterly wind, I guess you want to say. Because when I sit there, I'm actually looking over a point, and the west wind will actually come from my left to right, and it does blow into the bedding, sort of up the hill. But I have my minerals and stuff down to my left, and usually the deer come from my left down, so my wind is blowing out of their way. If they're coming from the right, I take that chance coming off the hill. But I have my ozonics. I use my limit shield to lessen my scent. So I haven't really got winded yet. So we will see what happened. What happens? What happened to you? Nothing happened to me. Uh, so yeah, so that's what we're that's what I'm dealing with down in Ohio. PA, I'm set up for a northwest wind as well, and it blows into the bedding area, but I'm higher up and I'm in a transition zone. So it blows over the bedding. And like I said, I have the ozonics and I have my limit shield, and I haven't really got winded that I know of by anything. Uh, I put up two cameras over. I put up another camera behind me last week. So maybe today when I walk in there, I might go in a little early and pull that camera card and take it up to my stand and check my scrape and see what's going on. I'll probably pull those camera cards today. I won't walk over to them in the when I get in there. I'll probably get them on the way out because I don't want to put my scent in the area by walking around. Theo is up and he's walking around on his ankle, Ray. Thanks for asking. He's good. My daughter's walking around. I heard about the waves. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I blame ugly, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the waves myself. So yeah, Theo's walking around now without crutches, and Carly is walking around on off of her knee. She's going somewhere tonight for a birthday party. She's not using crutches anymore, and neither is Theo. So, but it's going to take a while for him to get running again and all that. I think he went to karate last night. I don't think he was real active in it, but he was there. He didn't want to miss, so he was at karate last night. I'm taking him to get a haircut this afternoon, and then when I get back, I'm gonna get prepped and get in the stand a little early this evening. Uh, Thank you. I blame ugly. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you very much. I think I'm a nice guy. I guess I could be nasty when I need to be nasty, but that depends on the people in the chat and people around me. So, you know what I mean? Don't mess with the kids or the family, and I'm the nicest guy in the world, or my friends. So, but yeah, I try to bring you as much information as I can, let you know what's going on in our lives, as much as I can, and yeah, that was a good buck that Theo killed. That was his biggest. Uh, and he wanted that, it was a nice buck. And when if you watch the video, when that buck comes in, he lost his air. I mean, he started panting and you could hear him breathing heavy. So I knew he was excited, and that was the buck. Like the other bucks that came in, the 6 point, he was like, "Dad, should I shoot the 6 point?" The 6 point was 20 yards in front of us. There was a spike, a 4 point, and a 6 point in front of us. And he was like, "Dad, should I shoot that six?" And the six was a rack. It was in between his ears, and it was a rack buck, and he wants to shoot a rack buck. His 4 point was like a fork horn, little fork horn. He got two 4 points. He got one his first year hunting with the crossbow, with his crossbow. Then the second year, he's only been hunting for 3 years. I've been mentoring him for 3 years, so he's done where he's 100%. Every time he's went out, he's killed deer. Not every time he's went out, but every year he's killed a deer, a buck. And then his first year, he got a 4 point, which was his first deer to sort of shake the cobwebs off. I let him shoot whatever he wanted because you're allowed to as a kid mentor. The second year, he didn't get anything during crossbow season or archery season, and then I took him gun hunting for the first time. I wanted him to experience that first day of rifle in PA, so we went down there with the guys, and down at camp, and he went out and he ended up shooting a doe and a buck that day. So he got a doe in the morning, and then he got a buck in the evening, and then that was 2022. Is that 2022? 23. Well, I think it was not last year, the year before. He shot a buck. Is this his fourth buck? No, this is his third buck. So that year, 2022, he shot his 4 point with the crossbow. My dad shot his half rack with a rifle out of my dad's stand. Then I shot an 8 point out of that area the same year. So all three of us got bucks that same year. So I have it mounted. I got my all three skulls made, and I got Theo's first one dipped in camo. At least he didn't get overexcited when he was shooting. That's a good thing. Get the excitement over early. Yeah, I love oxtails there, Niev, for sure. My mom makes oxtail soup, actually. I love them. But yeah, so he's gotten a buck every year since he's been out. And the doe and the buck. The doe, it was a little bit different because he shot the doe and he saw it die. And he walked up to it. And I just let him go. Walked up and he stood there and he looked at it. And I could tell he was like, he knew now, once you're ready to pull that trigger, it's a life and death thing, and are you ready to do that? With a bow, you shoot them, and usually they run off and you find them dead, but the rifle he shot and the deer died in front of him. So that's an experience that I wanted him to go through, because if he didn't like that, then I would have to accept that and say, okay, like that's not what you want. And he took it, but he knows the meaning of you pull that trigger, that's a you're meaning to take that life of that animal, so you have to be prepared for that. And he looked like he was sad, but he understood what it means, and that's the whole idea of going through all that process. I wanted him to get one with a bow, a gun, and all that, but no, I don't want to say unfortunately, because he put a great shot on the doe, and the doe didn't make it out of the food plot. It came and it like fell down there, and he saw it, and that's just the experience you have to go through as a hunter, and that makes you a better hunter, because you don't want the deer to suffer, so you put a good shot on the deer. You don't take these crazy shots that you're not comfortable with to injure the deer, and he knows that now. He put a great shot on it, and it died in front of him basically, so he knows now, that's what happens, and his feelings and all his emotions were going. I let him walk up to the deer himself. I videoed him. That's another video that I have out. Go over and check him out. But he understands now. You know what I mean? And that's the whole idea of why I wanted him. Why I take him hunting. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't force him. I would just let him. I wanted him to experience that. And if it wasn't for him, it wasn't for him. He likes fishing too, so if he didn't want to hunt, then I was okay with that. My daughter used to hunt with me, and that's not her thing right now. She likes to be out with her friends and hang out, teenage years or whatever. So hopefully, she comes back. She'll fish every once in a while with me. But my son, he likes to hunt and he likes to fish. So, but yeah, that's the whole process of hunting. Experience those feelings after you take an animal, and if their feelings aren't for you, then hunting's not for you, And he knows now. So yeah, I mean, whatever you're comfortable with. Theo shot that deer at 39 yards, 40 yards. That's about the maximum I told him I would want him to shoot. He's practiced at that distance, and he was really good. I mean, he was hitting 2, 3 inch groups at 40 yards with the crossbow, so he was good with that. 50 yards, he was a little bit out further, because any little movement magnifies that distance of being off, and I wasn't real comfortable with him shooting at 50 yards. Me, yeah, I'll shoot at 50 yards, no problem. But 40 yards is his maximum, so that's the range that I would let him shoot, and comfortable. Now, if he practices at further distances, then yay. But 40 yards is his max distance that I feel comfortable with him shooting. So, and he proved it in that buck that he got this past week. He 39 yards. He was a little bit back, but that could have been from a little bit of trigger pull, because he was off to the right a little bit. But he did the job, and the deer didn't go but 80 yards, and ended up bedding down and dying right there off the food plot. So good shot. Congratulations to my son. I'm very proud of him. He's 100% every year so far. He's went out. He's gotten deer. So that's pretty awesome. But I don't want to spoil him either, because that don't happen all the time. You got to put your work in. He's still at that point where I try to get him out at the beginning of this season, and he'll come out sometimes, but not all the time. Like when I'm doing tree stands and prepping and changing cards, I want to show him the whole process of all the work that gets put into it before the season. Now, my situation is I have a camp. I have already stands set up. So it ain't like every year I have to go and set up stands and go scouting, because down at my camp I know where the deer move and I'm in that general area. So I don't really move too many stands. And it's like that on my lease down in Ohio. I have 2 stands set up down there, but I have 4 or 5 on public that I haven't even hunted. Yeah, he's gonna have to start doing my tree stand soon and letting me relax a little bit. But you know, I don't do. I go down and scout areas and look around in my areas, but I'm pretty much set on my lease, and I'm pretty much set here in PA. I don't get up and move stands. Now Bob is a different story. Bob chases the deer. He puts cameras out, and he'll move stands, and he'll do this and do that, and he works. And that's why Bob gets big deer every year, you know. Or when he shoots a deer, I know it's a big deer. He won't shoot a small one, and I'm at that point now where I'm passing up to 3.5s now. I'm trying to get the 4.5s, and 5. You know, the 4.5-year-olds and the 5.5-year-olds. I'm at that point where I crossed over that threshold. Before, it was really hard for me to pass up a 3-year-old. Last year I passed up a really nice 8 point. It was 3.5 years old, and I think Bob's buck this year. I think that might be the buck that I passed up, because he put about 20 inches of antler on. He's a big 8 point this year, and Bob's going for that one. And so hopefully he gets that deer, because I would like to see that up close. But it's a nice deer. It's high 140s, 150s at 8 point, so that's a very respectable deer. I think he's a 4.5-year-old this year. So we'll see. The 10 point's probably a 4.5, maybe 3.5, big 3.5. So that 10 point that I see, if he's up close, I have to see him in person, like on the hoof live, to see how he really is. To take him on camera, he looks like a shooter to me. So, but in Ohio, my standards are a lot higher than in PA. PA, I don't know, you guys know, average deer age is a year and a half, 2.5. You get those 3.5, 4.5-year-olds. They're big for a reason around here. They're doing something. They're very smart, but they're hiding in people's yards and stuff like that back here. So you get a chance at a 4.5-year-old in PA. That's pretty good. So PA, I'm looking for 2.5s and 3.5s, and in Ohio, it's mainly 4.5s, 5.5s, but I will shoot a bigger 3.5 in Ohio if it's got a nice rack. The genetics are good, then I'll take them. So, but that's what we're doing here. Trying to get out there this evening, so keep an eye out for that. So, but yeah, that's about it, guys. I don't know. Check out my website at OFFTHEHOOKOUTDOORS.us. Check out my descriptions of my videos. Check out all my partners and affiliates. Go over and check out Redmond Hunting. Go check out Placino. I actually have a Placino 25, an advent calendar that I got to do a video on. I was debating doing a live video with that, or if I'm going to cut a video with that. But it's really cool. It's on Amazon. It's like $24.99. You get 25 different lures in the advent calendar. So I'm going to be doing that video real soon. To show you guys that. They want that put out there soon, so I'm going to probably do that. I may do that this weekend. But I got a couple videos coming out. I have my updated food plot video. I got my updated mock scrape video with all the deer activity on it and everything, so that's all coming out. Hopefully I'll get out there and cut a video, get some footage today. And I upload every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and hit your notifications to all, so you can be notified whenever I upload new videos and do giveaways. We're also on RUKU TV. I'm on 2 different networks, outdoor networks on TV. It's the American Angler Outdoors Network and the Backroads TV Network. You can go to my description and download the free app for that, and you can get it on the TV as well. So go check that out. I sell my baits on my website at OFFTHEHOOKOUTDOORS.us. Go over also, I have a FishAngler free invite app. Go over to FishAngler and use that app, use that invite link to join FishAngler. It's a bunch of fishermen that love to do what we love to do. You can share your photos and everything on there. So go check that out. We have, what else do we have? My Eulatech link for videoing and batteries and things like that. Go check out my Eulatech links. I have share codes and all that in there so you can save money on your purchases. Do you know someone who has COVID? I do not. Huge tiger. No, I don't know anybody that has COVID right now. So go over to do that, and then also check out my store where I just got my hats. I got some new camo hats for hunting season. I got some hats like this, some Richardsons with the logos on the side. I got some with the logos in the middle. I got some new camo shirts out that are like the real tree and mossy oak. I got the real tree and mossy oak hats. And then also, which I'm really excited about, is I have the hex camo on my store as well. That store link is in the description of my videos. So go over to check out the store. It helps support the channel. If anybody's interested in donating to the channel, I do have PayPal and Venmo. I appreciate that. It helps with the channel. It goes right back into the channel. Helps with the baits and all that, and buy supplies and gear and stuff to give you a better viewing experience on my channel. So go check that out as well. What else? What do I have there? Oh, I got my sponsor packages. If anybody's interested in getting a sponsor package, it's not like a YouTube membership where you pay every month. This is a pay at your choice, like whenever you want to do it. It's $5, $10, and $25. The $5 one is for 2 weeks. I share your videos out. I tag you on my videos, put you in my videos. And things like that on the $5 one. The $10 one is the same thing as the $5 one, but you do get a pack of baits free of charge. And then also the $25 one is the same as the 2-week one or the 3-week one, and you get 2 packs of baits for free shipping. So I actually have to send Dan and Carl some baits here real soon, or something. They're going to either get hats or some apparel or something like that. They have been strong supporters of my channel for the last couple months, and they get the $25 packages. So I got to get some stuff out to them here real soon. So that's my channel. Thank you for joining me today. We had some unfortunate news, so prayers go out to the Kishes, their family. So hopefully they can get through this rough time. So send your prayers to them. And that's all I have for you guys today. So I'm going to get to hunting here. It's going to be kicking off a little bit more. I'm going to be in the woods a lot more now hunting because of the cold weather and the bucks are moving. So I'll be out there grinding and trying to get me a buck. So stay tuned, for more videos. To keep an eye out for my PA deer trail and also my Ohio deer trail that'll be coming out. I got the one out already that my son took at buck, so go check that out as well. And that's it, man. So Ray, yeah, my buddy Bob's father isn't doing real well, and that's why I canceled my trip today. They put him on a ventilator, and they don't think he's going to make it through today. So Bob packed up his stuff from Ohio, and he went up to his father's house to go be with their family. So that's why we canceled our trip today, this weekend down in Ohio. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. So thank you again. Like I said, go over to my description, check out all my partners and affiliate links and all my social media. Appreciate y'all. Have a safe weekend. Have a nice weekend. And like I always say, take a kid fishing or hunting. We want to preserve our sport and pass it on to future generations. And we will see you.